Okay, guys, hi and welcome to this hangout with me, Gary G, and Sammy Falagar 517, and also Archmage Falagar
Ah,
about absolutely about the Rogue One first official, full trailer, and what do we think about it? So, Sammy, you can start if you like.
okay. There we go. Okay. Yep. Should be blown up now. Yes. Oh, yeah. I saw it like what? Yesterday was it, or a couple days ago? And oh, what I saw, I was very pleased and happy to see what I saw. I mean, first of all, Felicity Jones as the one, kind of in charge of, stealing the Death Star plans. By the way, I think this is taking place between, or was it? I think it's before Star Wars, wasn't it? Yeah, because they're taking the Death Star plans. Yeah,
Yeah, this is
before
taking
Star Wars.
place just before, they got the plans for the Death Star, and this explains, how they got the plans.
Yeah.
So, in the original movies, this is never really explained. They said that, some rebels stole the plans, I think. And now we get to see, all those rebels in action and what actually happened, and of course, see Darth Vader, so it's very
Yes.
exciting.
And I saw that. Did you see the martial arts scene with the Asian guy? That would be, of course, Donnie Yen.
Oh, yeah, he's
No
so
stranger to
good.
martial arts. Oh God. I
Mm.
mean, obviously, I don't know. I don't think he's quite a Jedi, but he kind of knew about it. He kind of was talking about it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. You know me, all about the. I absolutely love my martial art film. It doesn't have to be a martial arts film, but I could be watching Avengers and or let's say BVS, and something else. But I'd love to have some martial arts thrown in there. Even, I mean,
Yeah.
I consider BVS has martial arts too because of that one scene in the thing. But this, the Batman. But this, yeah, with Donnie Yen, and I love Star Wars and the lightsaber battles and stuff like that. Just looks great, and it looks like that she forms like a kind of like a ragtag team of people when she said, "Hey, thank you for coming out with me." And then Donnie Yen stood up. It looks like they're in the back of a shuttlecraft, and you have Donnie Yen and like her group of her team like kind of stands up. I absolutely love that.
Oh,
What did
yes,
you think
yes.
of it?
Oh, I think first of all that visually this is very amazing, and it looks like the old movies. The
Oof,
ships,
yeah,
even when you look at them, they look like, models, like plastic models
yeah,
almost. But in
love
the
it.
same time, they look real, and how they are placed in space. It's very realistic. Um, yeah, just like mind blowing how everything is shot. The director really has an idea of Star Wars and how he should do this. So it looks amazing, and I'm not sure how I feel about the main character. I forgot her name.
You're talking
Uh, be-
Felicity Jones or
yeah, yeah,
actress?
she's
Okay,
not as likable looking as
Ray, right?
uh, Ray. Yeah, Ray is a lot more like main female, and
Mm.
uh, Felicity Jones looks more like the other type of a character. Damn
And
it, I forgot the word.
again, maybe
um,
because she's not really a Jedi or warrior so much like a physical warrior, maybe she's more of that's right, it's Rogue One. Maybe she's more of just like a pilot fighter. That could also be the case. Maybe she has that kind of a look, right? Like a
yeah,
pilot look. Okay,
yeah,
she looks like a
more,
pilot.
yeah, kind of like more, regular look to her.
Okay.
I mean, she's not bad or anything. I just
Mm.
don't feel the same likability like I felt with immediately, when I saw Ray on the
Oh,
screen. She's
yeah,
so sweet and beautiful and everything. Uh,
absolutely.
but at the same time, that is very good because this is taking place years and years before, different characters, different everything. So
Yes,
you'll get to see like a different side from the Star Wars universe,
yes.
really. So
Oh,
it's,
and
yeah,
how about
amazing.
Forrest Whitaker in that role? He would be the black gentleman with the beard and kind of like the
Yeah,
hair is kind of. Oh, I absolutely love Forrest Whitaker. I mean,
yeah. He kind of has
Ghost
the
Dog and everything.
he kind of has that Yoda, you can say, role almost.
Yes, yes.
the wise guy. You
Yeah, the
know.
wise guy, and I'm not too sure. I don't think I really heard him speak in there. He had like one little word, but I couldn't hear if he had like a British accent like everyone else does. But then again, I mean, if you went by Finn, he didn't have a British accent at all either. And then again, also Lando Calrissian didn't have a British accent at all, contradictory to the fact that Finn, the actor who played Finn, he actually is British and he has a British accent. So they
Yeah.
didn't go with his natural accent. You know what I mean? They made him speak like an American accent, but then the people around him, of course, Ray has a British accent, but he did not. So
Yeah, that's very strange how they decide to do that. You have a
yeah,
British accent, you don't have a British accent.
yeah. I mean, he was a stormtrooper, and if you look at the majority of the people of the Empire and not the Empire, the First Order, but they're like a spawn off of Empire. They're British people. They're basically like Nazis, and they have like a British accent. So it's kind of strange that he's there, and he was taken from birth. He was taken as a
Yeah.
child, so which is strange. He grew up over there, and he doesn't have the British accent. Oh, and I have to
Yeah.
thank Movie Mike for letting me know that the one who played the female stormtrooper in the silver, that's
Oh,
Brie.
yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
I
you
know,
knew that one.
Sammy.
Yeah,
Is that news? That is
I
not
know
news to
because
me.
of for Movie Mike when he told me, so I was like, okay. So when I watched it again, I got my Blu-ray over there, and I listened to it, and I told my brother, and I don't know who that is because he doesn't see the show.
Oh no.
But yeah, I said,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, I like that.
Captain Phasma.
Phasma, God, that's it, Phasma, Captain Phasma. Oh, do you have a
Yeah.
garbage chute, a garbage disposal? And how about
Yeah.
a trash compactor? Oh yeah, just like in the first Star Wars. Oh man.
Yeah, unfortunately she wasn't very much in the movie, but I am sure that she's going to appear, later.
Yeah. It
So,
mostly evolved around like Hux. Hux and of course Rylan. Or not Rylan, Kylo Ren.
yeah, we'll
Mm.
see. But for this movie, particularly, Rogue One, I think that is going to be very different movie
Oh yeah.
than all the rest of Star Wars that we've seen.
Oof.
And they said that there was like new planet Jeddah, which
Oh,
sounds very cool.
Jedi, I like that.
Jeddah, yeah, maybe I've heard something about that it's going to be like a Jedi planet. So if that's the case, that's very interesting. What the hell happened to it?
Yeah.
Maybe the Death
Maybe it
Star
got
blew
blown
it
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited for this movie. It's kind of, like sub movie. It's not the main,
Yeah.
Star Wars. Um,
And I'm okay with that. I like that.
yeah, but it still could be one of the best movies ever, if it's done right. So
Yes.
no matter if it's a part of, the main episodes or not, it's still going to be a great movie, hopefully.
Yes.
So, yeah.
This one looks like it's gonna be like a science fiction spy thriller because because what she's doing, she's like a spy. She has to go in there and infiltrate the Empire and then take the plans, and get out. Think James Bond in a science fiction world, but female. Something like that, I guess.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
So,
I
yeah.
can't really say where, what direction they are going to go or anything like that. But I'm just, open to whatever it is. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not hardcore Star Wars fan that I'm going to be mad about every little thing.
No, yeah.
I'm just going to be, go with an open mind and see how the movie is.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that they have like a ton of, problems behind the scenes with the production, that the movie was, cut again, and then
Really?
some reshoots and some edit stuff and all of that. But hopefully that they're going to figure it out, because we don't want to have half of the movie on the floor and the rest of the
No.
movie,
And
or
if they're
at
gonna do
least,
that,
yeah, to
put it in the
combine the
Blu-ray.
best.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if they're gonna cut anything, make an uncut version on a Blu-ray. You know what I mean? Or at least put in the extras what was cut.
Yeah, hopefully not every movie is going to become like Batman v Superman, cut
I
something
got you.
out and
And then
then
put it back. Oh, that
yeah,
would be like, if that starts to happen, then this is like the start of it. It started with the Batman vs Superman 2. to do that. I don't mind. No. Actually, it started with the Lord of the Rings in a way, because they're the ones that, if you think about it, Lord of the Rings, and you get the extended cut, and it came out even longer than what the film is. I didn't mind those, and it's kind of cool that they added. Maybe I have to see Batman vs Superman again just to try to pay attention and notice what the new footage was. Because as far as I can tell,
a
I
ton.
couldn't tell. Really?
It's a ton. No, it's a ton. You see,
Couldn't tell.
it's 30 minutes, Sammy.
Yeah, I noticed that, but then I'm looking, what was added besides the fact that it's like another 30 more minutes? It didn't. I couldn't notice anything.
Oh,
But
Sammy, please.
but I only saw it one time in theaters. Remember that. I only saw it one time in theaters. So I'm really looking for it. And looking for some more like some more fights and kung fu and stuff. But I didn't get any of that. And but
Yeah, Donnie Yen is badass.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
Getting back to this. Yeah, Donnie Yen. I mean, if you've yet to see the Yip Man series, remember I shared the thing with Mike Tyson. You got to start with the first one though, otherwise it's not going to make sense. You just go up to the third one and then it's not going to make sense. You got to hit the first and then the second, of course. The second's fantastic, and the third one, I think it was the second one. Yeah, well he's fighting in the ring, and he's fighting like a whole slew of guys. Like they just kept putting different fighters on him. He was great in there, and I think he was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I can't remember. I know he was in Iron Monkey. He was in that. He was on some trailers.
I have no idea, but he's very good. So that's the bottom line. He's very good, and
absolutely yes.
And he's very fast and looks very young for his age. So
yeah, I cannot believe it. I mean, he's like an ageless guy. I've seen stuff from like in his 90s. If you ever seen also Highlander Endgame with Adrian Paul and Christopher Lambert, they brought them both together in Highlander Endgame with Bruce Payne as a bad guy, and Donnie Yen was in there, and he was fighting.
Don't think I saw that. I saw the Highlander TV show, but not really the old movies.
Yeah, this is like in the 90s, and I like where it's like I thought you were a man of honor, and then they're fighting. It's like honor is not in the sword, but it's in the man, and then they start going like hand to hand. It was like, oh, I loved it.
That's a very good line, actually. It's very wise.
And that's how it went.
Good, very good, Sammy. But I think we can wrap this up. So overall thoughts of the new, Rogue One trailer is the first trailer. I think they showed enough, and they didn't spoil anything from the story, from the plot. So that's important. I personally, now switch to the other side. I don't want to know. It's not like before, like give me more, and when I finally go to the movies and actually see the movie, and I'm like, yeah, I saw this in the trailer, I know what's going on here. I don't want to see that much, and I don't want to see any movie clips. I'm going to try to stay away from that, because movie clips spoil even more, because it's like a whole scene almost sometimes.
Just watch the movie clips after you see the movie. Like once you see the movie, then I'm okay with seeing the movie clips, because it's like you want to see the movie again, but you don't want to pay. But you see the movie clips, and it's like
something like that. Yeah. So overall thoughts, Sammy.
Overall thoughts on hold on, let me switch back here. Okay, overall thoughts on Star Wars Rogue One. I'm super excited for it, and it's like we don't have to wait long. It's like August. September, October, November, December. Yeah, 4 more months. Four more months. Like around Christmas time. So I cannot wait. And then once that happens, we just have to wait like another two or 3 more months for episode 8. So yes, and I like the direction that they're kind of going backwards, giving us a feel of the back to the original days of the original Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, which to me is still like probably the best. And then Return of the Jedi, going back to that kind of universe, going back to that world. Who knows? There's probably going to be mention of some of these characters, like Ben, and I guess you can't really say Luke yet, because he hasn't really been kind of discovered on Tatooine. But some of the characters that were in Star Wars, you can probably they'll make reference with it, like Vader being the big one. Looking forward to it. Super stoked. And what about you?
Actually. Yeah, Sammy, absolutely. Sorry to interrupt you, because you said Vader, and I drifted away for a second.
Oh no, it's okay. It happens to me all the time.
Because I thought about, how they showed Darth Vader in this trailer. It was
Uh,
just, his head and his
yeah.
breathing again. And I don't really want to see a lot of him in the trailers anyways,
Mm,
because I do want to enjoy every second of him on the big screen. So
yes.
again, I don't want to see this spoiled. So I'm happy that they actually didn't show him this time.
To just
Uh,
limit that because it's a big. Yeah. Good.
yeah, not that we haven't seen Darth Vader for like 4 movies, uh, like even more actually. I think like 5 movies now. Yeah,
One,
with
two,
with episode three, episode one, two. Oh,
oh, four
uh,
movies because we didn't see him until the end of Sith when he was in the costume. Where's Padme?
yeah,
Oh,
episode
I'm
three.
sorry, but you killed her. You were so pissed off. What? But she was alive when I left. No! Yes. So great.
Well, I really liked that when I was little.
Oh
Yeah, to
yeah.
watch that. I really love that. Although I know that it's kind of lame, but I
Oh, I
thought that it
still
was
like it.
appropriate for his character, and he was
Yeah.
immature. He
Yeah.
was
He was
just a young
young.
guy and
Yeah.
immature and all of that. So, and
I
he
didn't have
was
a problem with it.
angry and unbalanced and just
Yeah.
crazy.
He's not gonna suddenly become the Vader that we know from Star Wars and Empire and Jedi. The moment they put on the thing, he still was Anakin, still, kind of like, like
Yeah,
the way, the young guy. So of course,
yeah,
he's still gonna, it's be kind of jarring, you know what I mean? He's still, it's something he would say as Anakin outside of the mask. No, I could picture him, I could see it. So no
yeah, because
problems
he's
there.
also, like I said, unbalanced emotionally, and he's
Mm,
like a spoiled brat or something. He's acting so immaturely,
yeah,
and he can't like deal with his feelings, and when he realized what he's done, and it's like I think it's totally appropriate to the character, no matter how lame it may seem to other people. But
yeah,
he's a young guy. He's not that Darth Vader that we know that is like 20 years later Darth Vader. This
no,
is a young guy, and the next Darth Vader that is, the mature guy Darth Vader, that is totally different person, of course. He's like 40
absolutely.
years old at least,
Yeah,
you know,
yes,
by the time they reach, the original Star Wars movies. So
yes,
normal, I think, for that
yes.
character. Okay, so yeah, I think that this is going to be big, huge, and awesome, and at least visually, we can be sure that it's going to deliver like 100%.
Yes.
It feels like Star Wars. It feels like classic Star Wars. It doesn't feel anything like the prequels. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
much like Episode 7 because Episode 7 is much much later, and
Yeah.
it's normal to feel like the older movies because it takes place between the older movies. And
Yeah.
so I think it's great, and I can really feel it as a Star Wars movie, totally. So let's keep, our fingers crossed that it's going to
Hell
be
yes.
very close, as good as Episode 7.
Yes. Hell yes.
Maybe in a
Well,
different way, good, but still very good, you know?
yes. Oh yeah. And I'm not expecting any kind of brilliant Chinese kung fu lightsaber battles in this one. I'm expecting more of in fighting in their X-wings and more blasters being fought. Like troops. You know what I mean? Like more firefights and dogfights versus martial arts, except for the scenes with maybe Dunyan.
Yeah, well, I'm not thinking very much, about the fights,
Yeah.
but as the movie as a whole,
Yeah.
basically,
Oh
that's
yeah.
what I'm thinking about. So even if it has its own style, which is going to have, its own style, I just hope that it's going to be a very solid movie, but with, rewatchability because Star Wars, Episode 7, I can rewatch it like at least 2 or 3 more times. And I can
Absolutely.
still
Yes.
enjoy it. So I hope that this is going to be one of those movies that you want to go and see it again, like we went and saw it again in the movie theater. I paid for it twice.
Yes, and if I know you're not a huge Star Wars fan, but I mean you like Star Wars and you like science fiction. Excuse me, I do recommend going back and checking out. There's a couple Corman classics. There's a bunch I know, but a couple I can recommend right off. Check out Star Crash. It's directed by Luigi. Somebody. He's like an Italian director. I think it was like under a false name. That, and it's David Hasselhoff's first film, I believe, and it also has Christopher Plummer in it, and the beautiful Carol Monroe. I think her name is Carol Monroe. Or Caroline Monroe, Carol Monroe. And then the other one is Battle Beyond the Stars. So do check out those films, and Battle Beyond the Stars has George Peppard in it. So do check out Star Crash and Battle Beyond the Stars. Look them up, and you may enjoy them. You know, it has that,
Well,
like,
you have to
Star
give
Wars
me the link, Sammy.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll look for it.
I did saw some, older movies, like there was like a horror science fiction movie. I think it was called The Critters or
Oh,
something.
Critters! I've not seen that yet. I want to see
Oh,
it. Wow, Critters! Yeah.
yeah, I saw that. Maybe the first horror movie that I ever saw. The second, I think, was Resident Evil 1, and maybe the third was The Ring.
Oh, The Ring. What was the one before The Ring? Resident Evil 1? Oh,
Resident Evil 1.
Resident Evil 1. Oh, yes. I like that one.
Yeah.
I got it right over there, and I feel like I want to pop it on because
Oh,
of the new Resident Evil film. I enjoyed that one.
yeah, absolutely. And what do I want to say? Oh, yeah, and something funny, about the critters, that
Yeah.
when I played Destiny, there's a particular guys, I mean, evil creatures that just start to run right at you, like right in your face, and I call them the critters.
Because did they kind of look like them too? Yeah, I know what they look like. They're like gremlins, like kind of like a ball, not ball, but like almost like a
Yeah.
round shape and small and sharp teeth and.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
they absolutely do not look like them, but maybe a little bit in the mouth and the teeth. It's like critters, but with the human alien body or something,
Oh, jeez.
But they are annoying and dangerous like the critters, they are
Yeah.
right after you and they attack you right in your face. And I'm
Oh,
like
jeez.
taking my blasting hand and just like, talk to the hand.
That's fantastic. I'm glad you've gone back to Destiny, a game I've yet to. Is that available on PC as well?
Unfortunately not. It's such a great game to be on PC. It's such a great game to be on PC, but it's not. But hopefully, someday they are not saying absolutely no, but I don't
And I
know.
wanted to say, I guess the critters are a kind of creatures you probably do not want to give a kiss. Absolutely.
God, no.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Nope.
Mouthful of
Definitely not.
razors. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it pretty much. Something to add, Sammy?
Nope. As I said, super stoked for it, and I'm glad they're kind of going back to, I guess, almost like the beginning, and we get to see more dogfights and firefights. So you see a different side to Star Wars, where it's more heavy focus on that, versus all the lightsaber fights, which I still absolutely love. But I love science fiction in general. Is my second favorite genre. First being fantasy and sword and sorcery. Like I said, I love things like Star Crash, Forbidden World, and Forbidden Planet. That's like an old Leslie Nielsen one. I love stuff like that, old sci-fi stuff, The Day the Earth Stood Still. So I'm going to love this. How about you, Gare?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. But it's definitely one of my most, anticipated movies of the year. Like, I don't know what's left, but it's definitely like on top somewhere.
Infinity War. 60-plus guys and 60. Yeah, Infinity War. It's going to have 60-plus Marvel superheroes. Captain, all the Avengers, and we're going to hopefully, God willing, they're going to put in, because there's 60-plus. Doctor Strange are going to be in there. The Defenders, which is Jess Jones with Luke Cage, Daredevil, all those guys, Iron Fist, all together, and with those actors, Brian Cox and all that, and Jess Jones and all that, all together with the Avengers. How awesome is that? 60-plus heroes and Doctor Strange, and hopefully Spider-Man. Hopefully they'll be able to 60-plus heroes. Hopefully we're going to see Howard the Duck. I love that.
Oh, wait a second, Sammy. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely positive. And in case you're wondering, remember that duck you saw at the end? This is what it is. Hold on, let me go ahead and do this.
Oh God, because I didn't hear that. They're going to put the TV heroes in the movies. At least not yet.
Oh, but keep in mind, this is going to be like next year. So it's probably, we'll get that established. The next year's Infinity Wars. So I do know that it's going to be 60-plus Marvel heroes. So, I mean, they're going to be hard-pressed if they don't use the Defenders to put as part of that 60. Because you have the Avengers, we know who they are. but that doesn't even come close to 60. You know, you got to put Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be in there. You can throw them
Oh,
all in the blender, and oh my God, I'm heart attack because I'm just thinking about it.
oh yeah,
I got
very
my Infinity
exciting.
Gauntlet
But
shirt over
I
there.
have to really check who is in that movie, because I'm going to be surprised if they put Daredevil in it.
Oh,
Really.
God willing, he was kind of supposed to be in Civil War, but I guess it was too late. You know what I mean? They had already filmed it. You know, there was, he
Yeah.
was doing his season 1 or whatever, and starting on season 2, I guess, and they couldn't integrate him in, but that to showcase that it's part of the universe. And you've heard reference in Daredevil when Luke Cage also said, and in Jess Jones. Okay, so there's the Boy Scout, there's a big green guy, and then there's me, and then you.
I
You
know,
know, and the
I
other,
know.
yeah. See how they have the
I heard.
reference to, and the
Yeah,
Attack on New York. I love it.
absolutely, Sammy. I know, but let's finish this hangout.
Yeah, I'm done.
Uh, as always, it should have been very brief, but as always, we gone off topic, like totally off.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
so
okay. People get a little bit more than what you expect here with our hangouts. You get a little bit more information than what the title implies.
yeah,
So that's
let's say
okay.
we are just, excited about too many things at once.
Oh, yeah, next time we have to do another one with all those Marvel guys. Maybe with Comic Defender and, Trey Passer and the comic geeks out there, Malik X, and yeah. I always love rolling with
Yeah,
that crew. You guys are like really awesome to be in a hangout with, I gotta tell you.
totally. So yeah, and I'm trying to contact Devon hopefully for tomorrow. So Devon, if you're watching this, please
Yeah, please,
write to
Devin.
me. Yeah,
Yeah, what's
please.
happening,
We want
Devin?
you in that hangout. We
Please,
want you in
yeah.
that hangout,
It's like he
please.
disappeared off the face of the earth. But
Yeah.
he does comment. I see that, but then maybe you're not familiar, but Comics Defender, Devin, I did some DC stuff too. I know you absolutely love like BVS and all that, and the Killing Joke and Suicide Squad. I got my reviews of that too, so if you want to swing by my channel and check it out.
Oh yeah, of
Okay.
course. Okay, guys,
Okay.
thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Sammy for this hangout, of course, as always. Awesome times.
Yes.
And yeah, till our next hangout, guys, and
Tomorrow.
whatever videos we come up with.
Yeah. What tomorrow? Remember the Suicide Squad thing with.
I know, but I
Oh.
don't want to promise
Oh,
from
okay.
now.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so let's just say that hopefully we're going to do this, because if we're going to
Okay.
say that we are going to do this and something will
yeah.
happen,
Yeah.
who knows? So
Potentially. Okay.
potentially it's possible, for
Okay.
us to have, and if everything if everyone are
Everyone
able to
kicks in.
come at the same time,
Even
we could do this. Yeah.
because I know Trey Passer so far is absolutely on board, and so is Malik X. It's just Devin. So even if it's just, yeah, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if it's just us 4, it's good.
Yeah, but I really hope that Devon
Yeah.
comes as
But
well.
I really hope to God that Devin does come. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you again, and till next time with Gary G Reviews and Falagar 517, or the next channel, Archmage Falagar, and with me, Gary G Reviews and Gary G Gaming.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it now. Okay, here we go.